How to train your Doberman Pinscher to walk politely on a leash without pulling. Training a Doberman Pinscher to walk politely on a leash without pulling can be a challenging task, but with consistency, patience, and positive reinforcement, it is definitely achievable. Dobermans are energetic and strong dogs, so it is essential to teach them proper leash manners from an early age. Here are some helpful tips to guide you through the training process. Firstly, it is important to choose the right equipment. Get a sturdy and well-fitted collar or harness for your Doberman. A front clip harness can be more effective in controlling pulling as it redirects the dog's forward motion. Avoid using choke chains or prong collars as they can cause pain and discomfort. Start the training in a quiet and familiar environment, such as your backyard or a quiet park. Begin by teaching your Doberman basic obedience commands, like sit and stay, as having a solid foundation in obedience training will make leash training easier. Make sure your dog is responsive to these commands before moving on to leash training. Introduce the leash gradually to your Doberman by allowing them to sniff and investigate it. This will help them associate the leash with something positive and non-threatening. Attach the leash to your dog's collar or harness and let them drag it around under your supervision. This will help them get used to the feeling of having something attached to them. Once your Doberman is comfortable with the leash, it's time to start walking. Hold the leash loosely and walk at a steady pace. If your dog starts to pull, stop immediately and wait for them to come back to your side. When they return, reward them with praise and treats. By stopping every time your Doberman pulls, they will learn that pulling doesn't get them anywhere. Consistency is key in leash training. Be patient and don't get frustrated if progress is slow. Practice short sessions every day, gradually increasing the duration as your Doberman becomes more comfortable. Make sure to reinforce positive behavior with rewards and praise. This will motivate your dog to continue behaving appropriately on the leash. Another helpful technique is to change directions frequently during walks. This will keep your Doberman engaged and focused on you. When you change direction, make sure to give a clear verbal command like turn or left to signal the change. Reward your dog when they respond correctly to the command. Eventually, your Doberman will learn to watch your signals and adjust their walking accordingly. If your Doberman pulls excessively, you can try using the red light, green light method. When your dog starts pulling, abruptly stop and say red light. Wait for your Doberman to stop pulling and then say green light to continue walking. This method teaches your dog that pulling makes the walk stop, while walking nicely keeps it going. During the training process, avoid yanking or jerking the leash as it can cause discomfort and may even damage your dog's neck. Instead, use positive reinforcement techniques like treats, praise, and petting to reward good behavior. This will create a positive association with walking politely on a leash. Lastly, make sure to provide your Doberman with plenty of exercise and mental stimulation. A tired dog is more likely to behave well on the leash. Regular walks, playtime, and other physical activities will help release excess energy and keep your Doberman calm and focused during the training sessions. In conclusion, training a Doberman Pinscher to walk politely on a leash without pulling requires consistency, patience, and positive reinforcement. Start by choosing the right equipment and gradually introduce the leash. Practice basic obedience commands before moving on to leash training. Use rewards and positive reinforcement to encourage good behavior. Be consistent, avoid punishment, and remember to provide your Doberman with plenty of exercise. With time and dedication, you will soon enjoy peaceful and enjoyable walks with your well-behaved Doberman.